Hi, welcome to this module. So in this module, we're gonna start with a very important topic in JavaScript. It's a fun topic, but it's also a very important topic, and that topic is functions. Okay, so what is a function? A JavaScript function, it's a block of code. We already looked at a bunch of block of codes, right? They are always encased within your flower brackets. So a JavaScript function is a block of code that performs something. Okay, like maybe it can perform calculations, it can perform comparisons, etc. So it's used for a lot of purposes in programs. All right, and the main use of these functions is because they save lines of code and time, because these functions can be called again and again, okay, from within the program. So you can execute the same block of code again and again, and so you can keep using it, reusing it. So you can reuse the code a lot. Okay, you just write it once and you can keep reusing it. So that's why functions are very useful. So for example, you just wrote a block of code once and it can be executed multiple number of times depending on your need. Okay, so that's functions, and as we look at more examples, you'll understand how functions work and how useful they are. So let's look at how to write these functions. They have two parts. There is the function definition, okay, or declaration. Just like you declare your variables and everything, you have to declare your functions as well. And then there is the function and there's the function call or invocation. So you have to call the function before you execute it. Okay, so the definition is basically the name of the function and then the block of code within your flower brackets. That's your definition. Okay, and the call, it is basically a call or invoking your function. So the call invokes the function, and it's the only way to execute the lines of code in the function. Okay, if you don't call the function, your function would not be these lines of code, the definition would not be executed at all. So if you don't call the function, this would not be executed at all. Okay, so that's your function definition and function call. Okay, so let's look at some simple examples so you can understand how this works. Alright, let's first define a function. So to define a function, you have to first you have to give the keyword function like this, and then after that you have to give the function name, whatever function name you want, and this follows the same naming convention, the camel casing and letters or underscore or this at the start, all of these things, it follows all of that, just like your variables. Okay, and then you have to give parentheses like this. Remember, you always give parentheses after a function, and then just open. That's it. And then just open your flower brackets, just like you do with your loops and your conditional statements, if loop, if statement, and your switch and your for loops and things like that. Similar to that, just open it. Now that's your function definition. Okay, that's your definition. And the function call, it's very simple. All you have to do is just give the function name like this. Okay, and your parenthesis and then a semicolon. So this is the function call. So this, once you give this, it'll call this particular function right here. So that's that. Okay, so this is how you create your functions and you call your functions. Now let's look at a simple example, a real world an example with an output, so you can see how that works. So I'm going to create a simple function. I'm going to create a function that prints hello there like this. Okay, prints the string hello there in alert, in your alert box. That's what it has to do. So I'm going to give it a name. I can give it any name. I'm just going to give it the name print hello like this. Okay, and inside of that I can say alert hello there like this. And for the function call, I have to call the exact same function like this. Okay, now let's look at the output, and there you go, hello there. Perfect. So that's how your function works. So that's the basics of your function. let's look more into functions in the next lesson. I'll see you there. Thank you.